Welcome to Reread. Today I have 3 short stories I want to cover with you. The first one is from Star Wars Insider 67. It's called The Trouble with Squibs. This takes place a few months, I guess, after the events of Tatooine's Ghost. Han and Leia this time, instead of art, are looking to buy these statues, these stone statues from Alderaan, I guess. And they see the Squibs again. The Squibs try to hook them into helping them get something. And basically, it's the third Squib who's been frozen in carbonite and captured by the... It's not the governor, I can't remember, by the Baron of this planet or this casino, who he owned a casino a while back, but Han cleaned out the casino and broke the casino and made him go bankrupt, which I thought was kind of funny because at first you think Han is bragging and making up that story, but when he sees when the guy who owns the casino sees him, he goes, you're not allowed to gamble here after you put me out of business at the other casino. That was kind of funny. Basically, they free the Squib friend. But when the Squibs say, hey, we have this secret, military tech from the Empire, we'll give you an exchange, like, wow, really? No, they don't have it. They just take him away and run away real quick. So they got, basically betrayed by the Squibs. And at the end, the casino owner's laughing. He said, never trust a Squib. It's an okay short story. As Insider short stories, you could do a lot worse. The next 2 are from Star Wars Tales. Whoop, here we go again. Star Wars Tales 17, Phantom Menaces. I don't even know if this is canon, really. In fact, I'm thinking about removing this from the canon altogether. Luke he goes to a planet where he encounters the ghost of Darth Maul. Looks like a hologram, but he can fight and everything. And he's been plaguing the people of the city. So Luke goes to investigate. Remember, this is Tales, so it only lasts like 7 pages. He goes to investigate and finds that these 2 people in a lab with what we assume is the brain of Darth Maul. It talks about Darth Maul the warrior who was cut in half by Obi-Wan Kenobi. But later on during the Clone Wars, he came back as a mechanical bottom. But they didn't know that at the time, so they had to go with what the story they know. Now, is it conceivable that they didn't know that he had come back? Or maybe they didn't mention that he had come back with a mechanical body? I guess. And then later on, if you take into account the Infinities, Visionaries, little short story that Obi-Wan and Darth Maul had a battle at the end, which it was never authentic canon, old canon, but you definitely could now that the Legends universe isn't creating new stories. Visionaries could easily fit in the timeline and say, okay, someone still knew who Darth Maul was, took out his brain, brought him to this planet so they could play a hologram. I don't know. It's Tales. It sucks. It sucks. So dumb. The next one is from Star Wars Tales 18 called Being Boba Fett. Boba Fett hunts down a bounty hunter for Black Sun, but who tells him about a Jedi who lives. Boba Fett hates Jedi because Jedi killed his father years ago. Because remember, yay, we know about episode 2. Boba Fett goes to kill this guy. It's a Twi'lek holding a lightsaber. But when Boba Fett goes to kill him, we find out that he's not a Jedi. The lightsaber's from his father who passed away. In fact, he is the father of he has a son. You wouldn't leave, he begs Boba Fett, you won't kill me and leave my son an orphan, would you? And of course, Boba Fett thinks back to when he was left an orphan by Mace Windu. So he decides not to do it. And he goes back to the Black Sun, the bounty for Black Sun, that guy. And he said, good thing your reward said dead or alive, and then vaporizes him. He just totally destroys him and walks away. Okay, someone thought of a nice sentimental story about young Boba Fett, or old Boba Fett, remembering when he was young and had a father and what it hurts to be a father. Here's one. What if Boba Fett has to take this guy alive, goes through all this trouble, finally gets him, and then sees that they switch it to dead or alive. He goes, oh, it's dead or alive? Now I'm going to kill you because you're annoying, and then blast him. I think that would have been a better story. Again, Tales, to me, they usually, if not always, get it wrong. All right, folks, that's it for now. See you next time.